Wait, Mrs. Bristow, you gotta listen to me.
I don't even want to talk to you, Jack Forbes.
Mrs. Bristow, you have to believe me.
How can you say a thing like that when that man just identified you? Jack, you were wearing the same clothes you wore the day you pawned my ring.
I don't care what he said. It's not true. Now, look, where did you get the pawn ticket? How did you tie it into me? How am I going to defend myself if you can't tell me the truth?
I just heard the truth from that gentleman. Excuse me.
Mrs. Bristow, please.
You gonna go swimming? Stacy's already in the pool swimming last like she was in the world final.
I guess she and Jack are from the same all-American mold.
Yeah, when do I get so late? You know, don't you?
No.
Yes, you do. Come on, Curtis. Let me on the big secret.
No way. Not until everybody else knows about it, too.
Well, you know, I know it had something to do with that day that you were in Jack's room, wearing his little shirt and his baseball cap.
Hey. Don't ever repeat that to anyone.
Okay. Tell me what's going on.
Afraid you don't have much bargaining power, Lorna. I know you took Rita Mae's rings from the pool house. If your mother ever found out about that, you'd be grounded for the whole summer, not just the week.
But you stole them from my room.
And there's nothing you can do about it, except sit back and watch me play my little game. And watch while Jack's little world falls apart at the seams.
You know, I'm really worried about Jack. He's over half an hour late, and it's just not like him.
Well, maybe people don't know Jack as well as they think they do.
Now, what's that supposed to mean, Curtis? Mike!
Hi.
What are you doing here? Did Jack call the house?
No, I'm just here to look at some work from Mrs. Forbes here.
You know, you could really make this place look a lot better.
Well, thanks, Lorna. We'll see about that.
Hey, Lorna, I thought it was Professor Donovan you were all steamed up about, not his brother. Oh, did you give up on Professor Donovan when you found out he was marrying Mara Vocek?
You're not as smart as you think you are, Mr. Hotshot. I happen to know that marriage is never going to happen.
You wish.
Yeah, just wait and see.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi.
Hi.
I didn't expect to see you till after the 6 o'clock news.
Well, change of plans. I stopped by my folks' place on the way home. Mom insisted that we come by for dinner because you're leaving for New York tomorrow. Oh, she also wanted to show you some patterns for dresses for Noreen and the bridesmaids.
Well, I'd love to, honey, but it's got to be an early night. I wanted to hit the road with my crew by 5:30 a.m. Beat the traffic.
Well, early sounds good to me. Give us more time alone. How was your meeting with Roger Forbes?
Fine. We got done quickly.
Good. I had rather an interesting conversation with him this afternoon.
What about?
Oh, well, I can't let you know about that. But I'll tell you later if you promise to keep it off the record until it's official, huh?
Overnight trips are great, but I feel better when I bring along some special things, like my favorite slippers, my comfortable robe, and of course, these. Nighttime is the right time for Stay Free Super Maxi Pads. Stay Free folds soft material into 3 interlocking layers within the pad. It's called an E-fold, and it gives you triple layer protection. That's super for overnight. And with all this protection, you can go anywhere and still feel at home.
Stay Free Super Maxi Pads, super for overnight.
It seems there are more pain relievers around than ever, but there's only one pain reliever I give my family, Tylenol. We've been using it for years. I was first introduced to Tylenol in the hospital after the birth of my son. It worked then, and it's worked ever since. Turns out, Tylenol is the pain reliever hospitals use most, and it has been for more than 10 years. Well, if hospitals trust Tylenol, I know I can trust it.
For relief you can trust Tylenol. Hospitals do. Tylenol, safety sealed for your protection.
It's really nice for the kids that pool's open during the summer.
Well, they seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah.
You can get an idea of how much work we have to do around here.
How long before you're going to be able to move into the house?
You know, I've stopped asking that question. Every time I ask it, they keep pushing the date further back. That's what I did think, though. If you have the time to help us out a little bit, it could speed things up.
Yeah, well, I got plenty of time. Is there anything you want me to start on right away?
Well, while the workmen are busy up at the main building, you might prep and restain the pool house. It certainly could use it.
Sure, that's right up my alley.
Wonderful. Look, Roger and I are going to go to New York tomorrow, so while we're gone, I'll make up a list of things that have to be done, and Maybe you could start on it as soon as we get back?
Good. I'm working over to the Bristows for the next few days, so that'll be perfect. Good.
Mike, I did want you to know that if a permanent job comes along while you're tied up here, please feel free to accept it.
Well, I'm glad you understand that. Thanks.
Hi, Mrs. Forbes. Do you know where Jack is?
No, sweetie, I don't.
Well, he was supposed to meet me here at 3:30, and it's just not like him to be so late.
Well, I don't know where he is.
What is great, but I got to split.
Oh, can I go with you?
Lorna, your dad may be stopping by here if you want to. You can walk home with us.
Oh, can I ride in the sports car?
Listen, I'm not going straight home, and you got to be in by dark, because you're grounded, remember?
Very funny. You know, Mike, why don't you come swimming with us? There's lots of bathing suits in the pool house.
Well, I'm discussing something here with your mother.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Are you all right?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
Well, you just broke your perfect record for never being late. Curtis and I wouldn't have been here. Stacy would have been waiting all this time all alone.
I'm sorry, Stace.
Jack, I was worried about you.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure. Jack, what's going on?
I don't even know where to begin.
Jack, what's wrong?
Do you realize that all the way home in the car, you didn't say 2 words?
I was in a sour mood. You want to know why? I mean, that visit to Dr. Hanlon was a great mistake.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I see, And what about the time you blacked out at the job? Just a minute. Dr. Hanlon said the body has a way of giving out warnings, and I am sure that was one of them.
You know what I think about Hanlon? He is an old worrywart.
Listen, Patrick, I'm going to tell you something. I've gone along with you about not telling the children, but if you don't start to take things easy, I am going to have to talk to them to get their help. That's all.
Now, Rose. Now, you wouldn't do that now, would you? I mean, with Michael out of a job and Douglas and Merrill about to be married next month?
You have to think about your retirement.
Yes, I know. I mean, we're going to pack up and move to sunny Florida, and I'm going to do nothing but lie around relaxing in the sun with you right there at my side, keeping an eye on me, okay?
Did you give the university your notice?
No, I mean, I didn't get around to it right now.
But didn't get around.
Hello.
Hi, Maureen. How are you?
Oh,
Maureen?
good.
Well, are you two dressed up for such a hot summer day? What's the occasion?
I took my best girl out to lunch. I mean, there's nothing strange about that, is there?
Well, of course not, Patrick. I think it's wonderful. Well, that is the craziest story I've ever heard.
I don't know how to clear myself. I don't even know where to start.
Now, you said the man at the pawn shop said whoever pawned Mrs. Bristow's wedding rings was wearing your clothes?
Yeah, but he said it was me. Me. Positive identification. Can you believe it?
Do you remember that strange phone call that Coach Bristow got from someone claiming to be me?
Yeah?
Well, I wonder if that is all connected with this somehow.
I don't know. None of it makes any sense. Mrs. Bristow won't talk to me. If she tells the coach, my athletic career at Alden is over. Finished.
Well, obviously, someone was wearing your clothes.
No, that's what I keep thinking.
But who?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Curtis?
It's the name I keep coming up with. I mean, who else with access to my clothes would do it?
What have you two been whispering about for so long?
Well, we may tell you. But first, little sister, I need to ask you some questions. And I expect some very straight answers.
I give grocery prices the old 1-2, coupons, and my calculator. So why do I spend maybe 2 cents more a slice for Kraft singles? Taste.
Kathy Harris gets in her 2 cents worth.
I know why Kraft singles taste so good. They're made with Kraft natural cheeses, like Special Select Cheddars. Kraft singles have over 25% more natural cheese than government standards require. So good cheeses make great slices.
Kraft singles. You really get your 2 cents worth.
Now, a breakthrough design in feminine protection. Dots. Introducing new Freedom Thin Maxi Pads and new Funnel Dots protection. A protection you've never had in a regular thin. Dots. Only in new Freedom Thin Maxis. So, follow the dots to new Freedom Thin Maxis and discover Funnel Dots protection. Look for the dots in Friday's paper. Dots.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lorna, it's a very simple question. Read my lips. Have you or have you not ever seen Curtis in my clothes?
And why would Curtis wear your clothes? Look, they're so corny. What's all this about?
Nothing. Just forget it. And don't tell Curtis I asked.
Well, it's so stupid that I wouldn't bother. I'm going for a swim. Would you like to join me?
No, thanks. Mike is going to drive me home. I have to change and go to work.
Okay. Bye.
The Bloomin' pawn shop is even closed till tomorrow. I can't even check anything out until then.
What in heaven's name are you doing here?
This is the last episode of Jack in the Hock Shop.
Well, you can stay for a sec, but you gotta get out of here before Billy gets home.
Okay, so fill me in.
Well, as much as I hate to believe it, you were right about Jack.
What happened?
Well, when I confronted him with this, he acted like a crazy person. Insisted on going down to the pawn shop to prove I was wrong.
I just see Jack trying to bluff his way out of this with the Mr. Honesty Act.
Yeah, well, so the man in the pawn shop recognized him and even said he was wearing the same clothes when he pawned my rings. And do you know that Jack tried to tell me he didn't do it? I mean, how dumb does he think I am anyway? Oh, then he started asking all these questions like where did I get the pawn ticket from and what made me think he was the one who did it in the first place.
I hope you didn't tell him it had anything to do with me.
Now, do you think I want people to know what happened between you and I in that pool house?
I'm sure you're going to figure out some way to tell your husband that Jack isn't what he pretends to be.
Honey, hi. Hi, Bill. Hi, sweetie. Curtis here just walked in the door the moment you came home.
Oh, yeah? What for?
He dropped me off at the jeweler so I could pick up my rings.
Yeah, now that I've done my good deed, I think I'll just be jogging along.
Yeah, thank you, Curtis, again. Thanks. Wait till you see what I made you. Something special for supper.
Oh, yeah? What is it, darling? Minute steak?
Huh? What?
Seems to me you wouldn't have more than a minute to make my dinner with all these young men tromping in and out of here all day.
Stacy. Lily, listen, Jack would wring my neck if he knew I was here, but he's going through a really rough time, and I think he needs to see you.
Right now?
As soon as possible.
Well, I am in the middle of practice.
I know, and I'm sorry for interrupting, but if Jack really needs you, isn't that more important?
Stacy, what's happened?
It's so wild. I think you'll have a hard time believing me. Well, it seems like someone pawned Mrs. Bristow's wedding rings, and she thinks Jack stole them.
What?
Who's got aloe vera? Nair's got aloe vera. You can dare go vera, Nair with aloe vera.
Nair leaves legs smoother, longer than shaving. Cotton rubbed on both legs proves it. The Nair leg is smoother.
If you dare go vera, Nair with aloe vera.
Nair with aloe vera, Nair with baby oil, Nair lotion, cream, and spray.
For smoother legs.
Kentucky Fried Chicken and I are both masters at what we do. In karate, I'm number one. And Kentucky Fried Chicken is number one in chicken. They make it like no one else can. When I'm not using my hands in karate, they're wrapped around this. The Colonel's original recipe chicken. It's got the taste that separates them from all the rest.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
When a woman wears black, she expects something to happen. When a woman wears Gloria Vanderbilt's black denim jeans, it usually does. They've got the fit the jeans are famous for, the tailoring, the details, and more. Gloria Vanderbilt's black denims have all the mystery and magic of black. Gloria Vanderbilt black denims. It's a shame to call them jeans.
When I hold Marquita, it really warms me up.
When I kiss Chris, it makes me feel tingly.
We asked Marquita and Chris what they loved most about each other and close-up with fluoride.
Marquita's teeth are white, straight, and make her smile beautiful.
I want my teeth to be as white as they can possibly be. And close-up will help.
When I kiss Marquita, it tastes fresh.
Close-up freshens my breath and allows you to get closer.
It's got fluoride. It's good toothpaste.
Close-up toothpaste with fluoride. Don't you owe it to each other?
wish Mike and I could get away together for a few days like Doug and Meryl are doing.
Well, you could go up to the lake for the weekend.
Oh, I know, but I don't think Mike would agree. He's a lot more worried about not working than he's letting on to us.
I think he's handling it pretty well, though, you know.
Oh, on the surface, but you know, Rose, how he lets things build up. He's having those nightmares again about Vietnam. He won't talk to anybody about it. I just wish that once he would admit how troubled he is.
Well, you know, he's always had a hard time showing his feelings. He's just like his father that way.
Donovan's, hey.
Hey, Doug.
Hey,
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Meryl.
Oh, she'll be by after the news.
So how are the wedding plans coming?
All in the hands of the ladies. I never realized how easy the groom has it.
No, listen to him. Hey, so where are you going on your honeymoon?
Well, I think we'll go up to the mountains for a few days, and then over spring break, England.
Hey.
England? With Ireland that much closer?
That's only because Ireland didn't produce Shakespeare, Pop.
Ah, but I think it did. I mean, only the Irish could use language like that. And someday, Douglas, they're going to prove it. Here, let me have that.
Can you imagine?
Hey, hello, Michael.
Hey, Mike. Hi.
So, how did everything go with Mrs. Forks?
Well, I got a couple of days' work out of her.
Well, that's good.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Michael, can I have a word with you, son?
Sure, Pop.
Thank you, Noreen.
Okay.
What's up?
Look, now, don't say anything about it, but I think there could be an opening in the security office on campus.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, it's the night shift, but not to worry. I mean, you put in a bit of your time, and before long, you could maybe step right into the job when I go.
Yeah, but you're leaving right after the wedding. I mean, that's really soon.
Well, there's a slim chance I could be hanging on for a little longer.
How come?
That's what is going on in here. I need a little bit of help in the kitchen, please.
Having a little
man
yes,
talk.
Little man
come on
talk.
in
Yeah.
here.
I think we better.
All right.
Yeah.
Jack?
Oh, hi, Mom.
Honey, are you feeling all right?
Yeah, sure, fine.
Well, there's something bothering you then, I can tell.
Oh, it's just something I have to work out on my own. Don't worry, okay?
Your father and I are going to walk home. You want to join us?
I think I'll stay here. Maybe take a swim. Might clear my head.
Okay, I'll see you at dinner.
Okay, bye.
Oh, I really hate to add to your troubles, but would you mind riding herd on Lorna for me while we're in New York? She's not allowed to go out except on the night she has to crew for Professor Donovan's play.
I'll do what I can, Mom, but you know Lorna.
I know. Oh, I'm going to drive out to Long Island tomorrow and see the Hendersons.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, give them a big slurpy kiss for me.
I'll do that. And I am going to tell them how proud we are of you. I'll see you later.
Uh-huh.
Jack? Stacy told me what happened.
Oh, I told her not to bother you.
Oh, it's terrible. Is there anything I can do to help?
You already have, just by coming.
So you're saying I'll make more money if I use cheaper ingredients and fillers?
Yes, you will.
No, I won't. Young man, you might know bookkeeping, but you don't know a thing about Hillshire Farm smoked sausage. People buy my smoked sausage in Polska kielbasa because I make it with farm fresh cuts of pork and beef, hand-trimmed, lean and tender.
Dinner's ready.
Quality meat makes Hillshire Farm
Delicious. I wouldn't change a thing.
Hillshire Farm, now with recipes right on the label.
Don't miss Sears August Home Sale for great savings on dozens of home appliances. Save $100 on this microwave oven with whole meal cooking. This 18 cubic foot frostless refrigerator now $499.99. Just $399.99 for this special purchase color TV with electronic tuning and remote. And save $120 on this 5-function stereo with 2 cassette decks and 8-track. Hurry to the August Home Sale right now at Sears.
It's a town where anything goes. Thursday, the premiere of Eye on Hollywood. Then,
I'm so turned on by creative men.
Henry gets a little too close for comfort. And
Mr. Potter.
this There's something in the air while the wife's away.
Oh, Mr. Potter!
Will Reggie and his secretary play? Then Lisa falls for a punk rocker.
Kid wears more mascara than I do.
It takes two.
Tonight.
Wouldn't it be nice if Father Jim were here now?
I called him, but he said he was busy with the athletics program in the park and he couldn't come.
Oh, I was supposed to start that tomorrow.
Oh.
I'm working over to Bristow's doing yard work there. Because you and you two are going up to New York tomorrow, aren't you?
Oh, I won't. I'll have to meet up with Merrill the next day. I couldn't reschedule my first technical rehearsal.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, I talked to Lorna Forbes about that. She's really excited about that project.
What do you want?
Hey, wait a second. I saw her over at the pool today.
Yeah.
You should see her in a bathing suit. She's got a lot of talent.
It's a good thing that Father Jim isn't here to hear this kind of talk at the dinner table.
Are you kidding?
Oh, my.
Here's more than that, the job he does. Have you talked to Jim about reserving the church for the wedding?
Not yet.
How come? It's only a month away. I can just picture Mike and me standing up at the altar while Jim is christening a baby because Merrill forgot to secure the...
I'm not going to forget, Douglas. I'm not as ditzy as you think I am.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I've had a rough day today. By the way, you never told me about that interesting conversation you had with Roger Forbes.
Oh, I guess it wasn't rough enough to forget about that, huh?
Well, you made it sound so mysterious.
It wasn't mysterious at all. I should never get into anything with an investigative reporter unless you're prepared to follow through with it. Total recall.
Are you going to tell me?
Okay.
What is
But seriously, it shouldn't go any further than this table.
Okay.
Well, Roger is going to go ahead with the plans for the new theater complex. Fully, completely. And he's going to dedicate it in his father's name.
Oh, what a lovely
wonderful.
thought. That's terrific.
Yeah, it's not bad for you either, Professor.
Tell me about
Is that all Roger said?
it. Is that all? That's the best news I've had since you said yes.
I didn't realize it was so late until it started getting dark.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sure my father isn't back from Philadelphia yet.
I thought you were only worried about practicing and checking on your mom.
I was, that's all.
Yeah, then how come you're so concerned about when your father gets home?
I'm not. It's not important.
Lily, has he been hassling you about me again?
No. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. With all the things you've got on your mind, I don't want you worrying about me.
I do worry about you. Do you want me to talk to him?
No. Just give me a call when you find out who was pretending to be you.
You'll be the first to know. Thanks for caring.
I gotta go in.
Why?
Take care of my mother. Call me.
Are you so nervous, Rita Mae?
Oh, honey, I'm not nervous. Goodness, what makes you think I'm nervous?
I don't know. I watch all through dinner and you're barely picking at your meal.
I'm flattered to think you noticed me.
Yeah. You hardly said a word. Usually I can't shut you up. Rita Mae, I couldn't get to the bank today. Could you give me a little of that cash I gave you this morning?
Well, I only got $10 left.
I gave you 75.
Well, honey, I know, but you know, I had to pick up my rings and I had to shop for dinner.
Well, what'd the rings cost?
$50.
$50? Rita Mae, they can't charge you $50 for cleaning a couple rings and a little bit of a set.
Well, now, honey, you know, we live north of the Mason-Dixon line now, and they did.
Rita Mae, I think that they take advantage of you up here, and I don't like it. Now, I want to know the name of that jeweler.
I forget. Oh, honey, come on now. Now, don't you embarrass me, Billy Bristow. Honestly, I'm old enough to take care of myself. Goodness. Good night.
No, Rita Mae. What do you mean, good night?
Well, honey, I'm just on my way upstairs to take a nice cool bubble bath. And I know you're certain to be sound asleep in front of the TV by the time I'm done. So I just thought I'd take care of the formalities beforehand.
I'm not going to stand for some damn Yankee jeweler try to overcharge you just because we're new around here. Now, Rita Mae, if you don't give me his name, I'm going to ask that Curtis Alden for it.
Curtis Alden?
Yeah. He drove you over there, didn't he?
Patrick, I know that this is a bit unconventional, but ever since our dad left us, you've really been my other father. I know you're the father of the groom, too, but would you consider giving me away?
You know, there's nothing in this world that would make me prouder. You know, Meryl, I've always thought of you as my own daughter. Hey, guess what, everybody? Right. I've just been asked to give the bride away, along with the groom. All right, Pop.
All right, Pop.
Everything all right? Oh, fine. Why?
Well, I was just picking up the little things at the table. Something's bothering you.
Oh, no. I'm fine. I just don't want to go to New York.
I thought you'd be really excited about that.
I just can't wait till it's over with, that's all.
Hey, you've made Pop real happy, you know.
I'm going to make you just as happy. I promise.
Never doubted that for a moment.
Curtis?
Scare the hell out of me. What are you doing here?
Waiting for you.
Why?
Because I think you have the answers to some questions that have been bugging me.
Well, school's out, Sonny boy. I don't have any answers.
Just don't smart-mouth me, Alden. Now, you listen up. You and I are going to take a little trip in the morning. So you get your can out of bed bright and early if you know what's good for you.
Good tennis demands concentration, so I use Tampax. I used to buy pads. Tampax protection means no bulk. Great when I want to concentrate. The way Tampax protects, I don't even think about being fresh. I just know I'm fresh.
Tampax Fresh Protection lets you move comfortably. No pad protects quite the same way. No other tampon gives the same kind of comfort.
I don't even think about being fresh.
Tampax Protection. Out of means out of mind.
It's hard to lose weight when you have to feed 3 hungry kids every day, because every time they eat, you want to eat. So when I want to lose weight, I take Prolamine twice a day. Once before lunch, then again before dinner. Prolamine's maximum strength formula really helps control my appetite, even when there's lots of food around, so I eat less.
Mom, can I have some spaghetti?
Look, if you want to lose weight, try the clinically tested Prolamine diet plan and get the hunger control you want when you need it most.
Tomorrow, Benson spins the night's tallest tale when the men at the mansion swap stories about the girls who got away. Then an all-girls school admits 8 teenage boys, and life will never be the same in Too Good to Be True. After an ex-cop and a beautiful attorney try to find the killer of an infamous drug dealer in Feel the Heat. Now stay tuned for Family Feud with Richard Dawson, next on ABC.
On Ryan's Hope,
Set it aside, Red. Let it be.
Maeve's attempt to save Frank.
I will not forgive you.
May jeopardize her life. Ryan's Hope, weekdays